So good morning everyone, and today's class we'll learn about the Bitcoin network. So what is meant by this peer-to-peer network architecture? So this Bitcoin is actually structured as a peer-to-peer network. Unlike client and server, it's a peer-to-peer network architecture which is residing on top of the internet. When you say P2P, it means like all the nodes in that particular network are equal to each other. There is no special node at all. And all these nodes are connecting themselves in a mesh topology, in a mesh network, okay, with a flat topology. There's no hierarchy at all. There's no server, there's no centralized service, there's no hierarchy. And all the nodes in this P2P network, they will provide the service, they will consume the service at the same time. Fine. And these P2P networks, they are decentralized, they are resilient and open. This is a basic feature. And a most eminent example of a P2P network architecture was earlier internet, where all the nodes on that IP network were equal. But nowadays it is more hierarchical, right? Fine. So this Bitcoin's P2P network architecture, like it's actually a digital cash system by design. And this whole network architecture is both a reflection and foundation of that core characteristic. So let's try to keep this term in mind. So when you say Bitcoin network, we refer the set of nodes that are running the Bitcoin P2P protocol. So apart from this basic Bitcoin P2P protocol, there are other protocols like Stratum protocol. This Stratum protocol is used for mining and lightweight or mobile wallets. Okay, we can install MetaMask in our mobile. So this protocol is a lightweight protocol. And these additional protocols are provided by gateway routing servers that are accessing the Bitcoin network. Fine. So this Stratum servers, they will connect to Stratum mining nodes via the protocol called the Stratum protocol. So when we use the term extended miner Bitcoin network, which means the overall network where it could be using P2P or it could be using pool mining or it could be using Stratum protocol or any other protocol, we call it as an extended Bitcoin network. So what are the different nodes? What are the different types of nodes and what are their rules? So even though we say that all the nodes in the Bitcoin network are equal, they perform different roles, they've got different functionality. Okay. So what are the different functions? Routing the messages, okay. Having a blockchain database, performing mining function, and in case if you want to buy and sell some cryptos, then you say it's wallet service. So we'll try to recollect. So wallet service, mining, the database of all the transactions, right? Blockchain database, and then routing. So all these four functions will be performed by any network node. So wallet, mining, full blockchain, and network routing. So all the nodes includes the routing function to participate in the network, and it might include other functionality also. See, whenever the node wants to join, so what will it after it joins the network, it has to, whenever it receives a transaction, it has to check the transaction, so validation, and once it checks, it has to propagate the transactions and the blocks to the neighboring nodes, and it has to permanently maintain the connection, right? So whenever we say a full node, the routing function will be indicated, okay, by this orange circle, and we'll call it as network routing node or with the letter N. There are two different types of nodes. Some nodes are called as full nodes. They will have the complete database of all the transactions, the whole blockchain, up-to-date copy of the blockchain will be maintained in this node. So it's called as full nodes. What will it do? They will by itself autonomously, and they have the authority to verify any transaction without any external reference. Okay, this is one type, full nodes. There's another type of nodes called as SPV, simplified, okay, payment verification method, or SPV nodes. They are called as lightweight nodes, SPV nodes. Why is it different? How is it different? This SPV nodes will maintain only a subset of the blockchain. They won't have everything. Okay. So this is the difference between a full node and an SPV node. Now, when you say mining nodes, okay, these mining nodes will compete because only when it validates and adds a block, it will get some money, it will be rewarded. So these mining nodes will compete to create new blocks, and by running a specialized hardware to solve one algorithm, this proof of work algorithm. And in this mining nodes, some will be full node. Okay, they'll be having the complete blockchain, and some can be even lightweight nodes also. So in case if there's a mining function, then it will be denoted as miner, or there will be a letter M. In case if you want to send and receive some money, you need a wallet function. So that is indicated as wallet or W. So apart from this main node types on this protocol, there are some servers and nodes which are running other special protocols, okay, special mining protocols and lightweight access protocols. So what is meant by this extended Bitcoin or the whole network, whether it runs P2P or it's Stratum or at any other protocol, we call it as an extended Bitcoin protocol. So the main Bitcoin network running this P2P protocol, it has 5,000 to 8,000 listening nodes. And what are the various versions? Enna run pandrukku Bitcoin reference client, we call it as Bitcoin core. And there are few hundred nodes apart from this running various other implementations like Bitcoin Classic, Bitcoin Unlimited, Bitcoin J Java version, LibBitcoin, BTCD, Bcoin. These are some versions of the protocols. And small percentage in the network will act as mining node because they want to do that mining process, validate the transaction, create new block. The whole job is that only. Fine. And it is up to you whether that node might have mining, might include wallet. Sometimes if it doesn't have mining, does not have wallet, then you call that node as a network edge router. It will just try to transfer whatever it receives, it will just try to send to other nodes. That's all. So that's about what is meant by an extended Bitcoin network. Along with this Bitcoin P2P network, there will be some pool servers, some protocol gateways that will see that the network is functioning and it is actually connected. Now look into this diagram, right? So here you can see the nodes which has got only 3 functions, right? No mining is happening here. Look into these nodes, all 4 functions are there. So some which has got all the 4 functions, okay, you call it as a Bitcoin core client, and some are called as solo miners. And if it is joined to a pool and these devices or these systems, okay, they called as pooled miners. We saw a full node, we look into this one, this is called as a validation, lightweight node. It does not have that blue color circle is missing, right? That blockchain is not available over here. And nor will it do any mining process. It will have wallet and it will have this routing. And see, these are called as edge routers. I don't do any work. I will maintain a blockchain and it will have connectivity. If someone has something, I will just transfer. That's all. So I was using a word called as stratum network. See, this is called as stratum network and it is indicated as yes over here. So that was about the Bitcoin network. So what are the different nodes? The Bitcoin core or the reference client, which has all the 4 functions. The full blockchain node, which has got only the blockchain and the network. The miner will have blockchain, the full blockchain, networking function, mining function, solo miner. The lightweight SPV client, they just validate, valid networking. Pool protocol servers, okay, so pool server and this is called as stratum server. Mining node, which will have either this pool server or it will have this stratum server. So then the last one is lightweight SPV, stratum wallet. So wallet along with the stratum protocol. So these are the different types of nodes that are existing in any Bitcoin network. So in today's session, we've just seen what is meant by a peer-to-peer network architecture, and we try to understand like what is a Bitcoin network node and what is the full-fledged functions, all the 4. We learned about protocol, we learned about what is meant by an extended Bitcoin network and the different types of nodes that could be connected like this and have the blockchain network in full function. Thank you.